Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Now, you guys, I need you to have a seat. I need you to pull over if you need to. If you're operating heavy equipment, I need you to turn it off and step out of it, step down, whatever you need to do. If you're operating something on the water, a watercraft, you need to find a safe place to power down your vessel. Because I'm going to give you some earth-shattering information. I'm going to tell you something you didn't know. That's right, guys. You think you're so smart? I'm going to tell you something that you didn't know. Are you ready? Are you pulled over? Are you sitting down? Did you get out of your large equipment, your earth mover? Did you power down your waterborne vessel? Huh? Good. Because I'm about to lay it on you, and I'm about to lay it on thick. Here we go. Hillary Clinton is a devious piece of shit. I know. What's the emoji? Mind blown, holy shit. You didn't know that, did you? She is a deviant, corrupt, slimy, weasel-like piece of shit. I apologize to any weasels that might be watching. But it comes to find out, like many of these calamities, these crises that take place, that are usually heaped upon us by these dumbasses, come to find out we were right in the beginning. So there's this report out, and it turns out what Hillary Clinton did was she paid this company, I believe out of South Africa, and the guy in charge of the company, she tasked him with hacking into and spying on then candidate Donald Trump, and then later President Donald Trump. She wanted them to find and plant information that tied Trump and Russia together. That all this Russia, Trump-Russia collusion, Trump is Putin's lapdog. They got pictures of Trump or video of Trump pissing on hookers, all this stupid shit. She paid the company to plant that information. It would then be taken and ran with by the mainstream mediocres and our own FBI. See, this just was all confusing, so I'm going to try to explain it the way I wish somebody would have explained it to me. So the reason, or what she told the person who, I'm not sure if he owned the company or ran the company, but the person she tasked with this, she told him, if you do this, I would give you a spot in my cabinet. You could be head of cyber security. So they do this shit. They tap his phones and his computers and shit, and they spy on him while he's running for president, and even worse, after he runs for president. Now, hold on. You don't need to be no damn scholar, no political historian, or anything near that to know that you are not supposed to be spying on the president of the United States. I'm sure that there are teams of people dedicated to making sure other countries don't spy on our president, no matter who the fuck they are. We can't go up in there posing as some pest control company or some shit. Or I gotta fix the phone lines to get into the White House and bug shit or hack into the computer. You know what would happen if you got caught doing that. It's a wrap. You're going to be in some prison that doesn't exist on any map, and they're never going to hear from you again if you get caught spying on the president of the United States of America. That's a no-no. We all know that. But that's what Hillary did, at the same time pointing at him, saying that's what he was doing. Why is it always the ones jumping up and down the loudest, calling this group of racists? Why are they always the biggest racists? Why do they all make David Duke blush? And these groups that are running around saying Trump is doing this with Russia, they're the ones in bed with fucking Russia or making the shit up all together. Now, we know what should happen. People should be going to jail. We know who should be going to jail above all else, above all others. Hillary damn Clinton. Because if the Clintons can do that shit to Haiti, why can't they do some terrible shit to us? But she's going everywhere she can saying that Trump is an illegitimate president. He really didn't win. And now, if you say Trump really did win, then you're some kind of crazy conspiracy theorist and you just need to believe it and accept it and move on. She did the same shit that she was accusing other people of doing. We all knew that Russia hoax was some bullshit. The Mueller investigation, that was their boy that they had investigated, and he came up with jack shit. We all knew that. We are smarter than them. Again, we are lost and enamored with all their suits and the security with the earpieces and the limos and the podiums. And, oh man, Capitol Hill sure looks nice. We are smarter than them. They are bags. They are full colostomy bags in expensive suits. We are smarter than them and we are better than them. We knew this shit. They didn't spend no $50 million to figure out some shit that we figured out in our living room. We knew she was fucking lying. We knew all of them are lying. Look at who's telling the lie. Look at the source. They're all a bunch of fucking crooks. Man, I thought Bush had it bad. They gave Bush the business, but Bush is sitting there like, man, they fuck with Trump. They still are because they have nothing else. They can't focus on the current dude in there. Their whole scheme would fall apart. She committed a fucking crime. Why is she not being taken from her home, handcuffed with a jacket over her head in embarrassment? What about all the people, all these old ass fucking people that were in Trump's orbit? He might have shook their hand one time at a fucking dinner somewhere and they're kicking in their door at 4 a.m., taking them out in cuffs, and they're 80 damn years old. Why aren't they making that monster do the perp walk? And speaking of the Clintons, doesn't Bill Clinton look old as fuck? He must be under some real stress from what he did. I haven't seen a president look that bad. Fucking Jimmy Carter looks better than Clinton, and he's older. What kind of demons are you wrestling with? What did you do, Slick Willie? They should have named you Tricky Dick, not Nixon. Ejaculating on dresses and whatnot. What did you really do? Why do you look like that? You look like the dude at the end of, was it Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? Where he drank from the wrong fucking goblet? How he aged like that? Bill Clinton, you look like shit. Your wife's over here committing treason. And the mainstream mediocres are quiet as a dead church mouse. People should be arrested. Careers and freedoms should be over. You can't spy on the president of the United States. If we found out another country did that, there might be physical consequences to pay. And you would think they would be all over this story because it would distract from the fact that our government is trying to push us into a war with Russia. Now you want to talk about Russia, Russia, Russia? Talk about that shit. We're sending supplies and weapons to the Ukraine border. For what? All Biden has to do is say they're never going to be in NATO. Because if they're in NATO, we got to go back them up. Just say they're not in NATO. So we don't got to worry about shit. But instead, they're sending ammunition and supplies, talking tough to Putin. Biden, what the fuck are you going to do? I think we know. But remember Trump, he just sent a tweet about Kim Jong-un. And they were literally saying it's going to be World War III. Once again, Americans, we traded mean tweets for mean feats. Not we like me and you, but them. The people who pulled the lever for that fucking butterscotch pudding eating fool. What the hell? What the hell? I still can't wrap my mind around that shit. We traded mean tweets for mean feats. Now we got, hey, this isn't the mall. Gundam style. There we go. Man, let me get in here with the people that love me. My beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.